Hey guys, it's Asif here. I wanted to talk about a knee operation I'm having in a couple of days, and I wanted to give a bit of background information on the surgery and what's going to happen from here onwards. It was in August 2013. I'd perfected my pistol squats for around 30 reps with crisp form. It was something I was actually really pleased with, and I remember training one day and I realized that on my first rep I felt a really sharp pain in my knee. So I went home and I rested the knee, used an ice pack, and the very next day I was in pain. So after going back to the doctors quite a few times just to get an MRI scan, they found that I had a medial meniscus tear, and it was actually quite a large tear. So up until that point, the assessment was around 2013 in October. It took about 4 months through the NHS to have a knee surgery. So I had a keyhole surgery, and during that operation they discovered, or they thought that my ACL was ruptured. Come September 2014, I had my second knee surgery on the very same knee. When the surgeon went inside, he said to me, he goes, "Asif, there's absolutely nothing wrong with your knee. There was just a bit of excess tissue, and don't let anyone touch that knee again." So after having that operation, I come back and I went through this process twice, and I realized that when you're going through a training regime and you're trying to go through physiotherapy and you don't quite get the help that you're looking for, it's a really worrying prospect, and it really affects you because of the amount of effort that you put in, and you're not quite getting what you're putting into it back out. It's a lot of hard work on the route to recovery. But throughout this time, what I found was there's been a lot of pressure on my other knee. So in October 2014, I had another MRI scan. It turns out on my right knee there's also a tear. So since then, I've opted to have it looked at, and the surgeon that's going to be looking into it, he'll be taking good care of it. He's done my last two surgeries, and he's a very knowledgeable orthopedic. And the reason why I've created this journal is that I want to document my progress, and more importantly, I want to share my physiotherapy throughout this time. It might inspire some of you, it might help and support other people, but I feel like for myself it will really help me on the road to recovery and in the road to gaining strength once again. So my intention is, I'll create another video after this, which will be post-surgery. I'm going to be all drugged up and everything else. Then I'm hoping to create a video series on a week-to-week basis, sharing what I've been doing in order to get back to strength training. And my progress up until now for the last 5 months I've been really pleased with it. Like my deadlifts, as you've seen for the video that I've uploaded, I managed to get to 190 kg for a row lift. Bearing in mind I've got another torn meniscus, so I think I've done really well. So I'm actually excited and looking forward to it more than anything. At the same time, it's inevitable there's going to be some strength loss and muscle loss, but I want to minimize the amount of body fat I'm going to put on. So I'll be sharing my plan, my ideas. So up until then, peace out.